from Ms. Allison and Cott-McEntee. So Allison and Cott-McEntee is someone I know actually for quite a few years now, because one day when I was teaching in class way before the pandemic, she came up to me at I think it was the first day of my medical sociology class, and said, "Hey, my daughter was in your class years ago," who's now a nurse in New York City, right? So we sort of connected in that way. And then I got to know Allison not only as my student, but also became a teaching assistant, and as you will hear, a woman of great accomplishments, as many of you will hear. I wanted to just tell you a little bit about Allison. First of all, Allison's areas of concentration, when she was here, she graduated in 21 during the pandemic, so there was no ceremony for the MTD major, so this is actually her graduation as well. Her areas of concentration was sociology and music, and you'll hear more about that. In addition to being my teaching assistant, she also has been a volunteer on campus in a number of different settings. She was a chill peer educator, and many students know what that is, and she's been on the Dean's List. She's in Stony Brook University Hospital Music, interlude performer. She's a pediatric oncology volunteer, an American Music Therapy Association member, a National Association for Music Education member, and has been featured, I know for sure, in the SBU News more than once for sure. Notably, Allison organized 2 mass Narcan trainings for over 440 students in cooperation with the Sociology Department and the Stony Brook University Police Department. It actually was about 5 different meetings that we had, some of it actually through the pandemic, where Allison was running Narcan trainings in remote settings, if you can believe that. She's the founder and president of the Play It Forward Project, a nonprofit organization dedicated to raising awareness of the fentanyl opioid crisis. She's a WUSB radio host of Play It Forward, and Allison is currently enjoying life, running her nonprofit organization, teaching piano, which she's done for years, and enjoying time with her growing family and 2 yellow labs and a kitten, as she says. So welcome our alumni speaker, Allison and Cott-McEntee.
Congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you, Alicia and Olivia, graduates, loved ones, and distinguished faculty members. It is an honor to be here with you today. I'm so grateful to Dr. Catherine Marone, Diane West, Rochelle Germanic, Dr. Richard Guiteau, and Stony Brook University for the privilege of being their guest speaker today. Exactly 40 years ago, I graduated high school and was excited to start my freshman year here at Stony Brook University. This was in 1983. After a year, I decided to drop out to start my own business. It was a successful piano studio where I employed 8 teachers and even an accountant. I thought I had it all figured out. That went well until I found myself divorced and a single mother. For years after that, I had many regrets about dropping out. Today, I stand before you with no regrets. It took me 35 years to realize that. Don't let that time pass you by. I'd like to share a few stories of my life and tell you why I have learned to have no regrets. I ended up raising my young daughter on literally thousands of piano lessons. I didn't have the college degree to properly raise her with a work schedule like a music teacher in a school district with the same hours as hers. Honestly, I was scared. For 10 years, Alexandra went to almost every lesson with me. I constantly preached to her on our daily car rides how important education is, to follow your passion and make it your career and purpose. It was hard, but I was so grateful to my family, the community, and parents that stood by us all those years. I made it work. Alex recently told me she wouldn't change a thing, and I wouldn't either. I learned so much from those years. Resilience was one of them. When you struggle, you are growing as a person, except it doesn't feel like that at the time. It is so easy to get jaded and discouraged. How you navigate those struggles is vital. Today, that little girl I raised is a critical care nurse clinician at NYU Hassenfeld Children's Hospital in Manhattan. She has successfully expanded her career ladder and found a tremendous passion for working with infants and children in their most vulnerable and critical times. Next week, she will start the nurse practitioner program at Stony Brook, will turn 30 years old, and was just engaged. I have never been more proud of my daughter and the life she has made for herself. Looking back, I realized I didn't have to be so hard on myself. I instilled an honorable work ethic in her and myself. I would like to take this time to thank my beautiful daughter, Alex, for inspiring me to go for it, helping me navigate the campus, and loaning me her cap and gown for graduation. In 2014, I went back to Stony Brook while Alex was a senior. Unfortunately, that celebratory return only lasted a couple of months. I had to medically withdraw when I found out I needed emergency surgery for a condition to which I finally had answers. That break from school took 2 years. In the fall of 2016, I was enrolled again. This time I was a lot stronger and more confident. My first class was with Dr. Catherine Marone and her Medicine and Society class. I'll never forget the conversation I had with my daughter before I started the lecture that day. She asked me who my professor was, and when I said it was Dr. Marone, she exuberantly told me that was her favorite professor and that she had been a TA for her. So I went up to Dr. Marone at the end of class to tell her that story, and before I could even start, she asked if she knew me. Alex and I do resemble each other. Over time, in many classes with Dr. Marone, I asked her if I could be a TA, and not only did she say yes, but she said that Alex is passing the torch to me now. Without a doubt, she has been my favorite professor, a mentor, a friend, and even my advisor. There are so many mentors and caring adults for young people in this world, and they want to see you all succeed and pass on their wisdom to you. Seek them out, let them in, and listen. For if the day you become a mentor, you will be passing the torch. In the summer of 2017, I tragically and suddenly lost my little brother Stephen to alcoholism and addiction and overdose. His death was devastating to me and my family. I remember seeing Dr. Marone right before the fall semester. Her hug to me that day helped him more than she could ever know. I decided I wouldn't stop again, and my brother wouldn't have wanted me to either. I am proud to say his memory stays alive with the Narcan training I organize with Dr. Marone each semester in Steve's honor. Last month, we held the 5th annual Stephen Robert Van Cott Narcan training, and I intend to do it with Dr. Marone and the university from now on. His spirit motivated me to do more for addiction and recovery. It helped inspire my nonprofit organization, the Play It Forward Project, which advocates awareness and education for the fentanyl and opioid crisis. With a team of talented students, we host a live radio show with SBU's own WSB to bring this vital information to our campus community and listening audience. I have to say that you all are incredible. I am so impressed with your generation. You all are so incredibly, very, very smart. And it has been an absolute privilege and an honor for me to work with young people like you. It has certainly kept a bounce in my step since I returned. So I hope this inspires you to reach out to us older folks. I feel it would be safe to say many of us have one thing in common, and that would be not quite sure what you want to get your degree in. Unlike you, I went back to school because I didn't complete my degree, and I thought it would be fun and make me cool. Even though I wasn't sure what I would do when I graduated, one thing that I was certain of was that the journey here would help me find it. My MTD degree is in sociology and music. My two passions in life were neatly put together. I was thrilled. The MTD allows you to be more creative in pursuit of your degree. It provides diversity, but most importantly, it will enable you to pursue at least one of your passions. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, and follow what feels like your natural path in life. When you're on it, you will certainly know it. Just when I thought I would graduate with the class of 2020, I was struck again with another medical withdrawal when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was also during COVID, and along with many of you, I can say it was one of the most challenging times in my life. Once again, my cap and gown were hung for another time. This difficult period and everything before this could not have been possible without the support of my loving husband, McEntee, of 16 years. He has stuck by mine and Alex's side through all the hard times and celebrations. I felt fortunate to have a partner supporting my non-traditional student status. I want to thank you, Michael, here today for being my cheerleader. You never gave up on me, and you helped me believe I could do this. You have inspired me and Alex to care about education. Thank you for helping me with my math homework, for making the countless dinners while I wrote papers, and most of all, encouraging Alex with her education and treating her like your own daughter. Recently, my husband surprised me with a commemorative brick on Legacy Way in front of Javits Lecture Hall, inscribed with his late father's famous saying, "An education is a light load to carry." Think about that. Education is essential, but make time to fall in love. And when you do, fall hard, because there is nothing better. When you achieve great things in your life, you will want to share them with someone, which will be the most meaningful thing as you get older. Today, I am doing what I love to do, and I have a purpose beyond my wildest dreams. Stony Brook University will always have a special place in my heart, and I will probably be here for a long time, and I hope not always on a volunteer basis. I wish all of you to live your life with purpose and passion, and lead with empathy and kindness. Be brave to open up to the world your true self. Share yourself with others, and you will always have true connections and love. Enjoy what you do, and you will enjoy fulfillment. Keep those childhood imaginations and dreams alive. That is your true self. With this, you will know your purpose and passion. In closing, I'd like to share the advice I would always give to the students that worked with me. Eat your protein, get your sleep, and call your mom. I would like to share your commencement of the MTD major today, because in 2021, the department didn't have one because of COVID. So with this, I am honored to stand with you today, and thank you so much. Congratulations, MTD class of 2023. You did it!
She said it, falling off. Thank you, Allison. Congratulations. And so now I'm going to ask the graduates to please stand. We are going to have a